Hi, this is Matthew Park with the YLOC. This is the 7th grade Lesson 17 Math Preview video. Let's get started with number 1. John bought 1.6 kilograms of sugar priced at $2.40 per kilogram. How much did he pay for his purchase? Well, we know that for every kilogram it costs $2.40, and we also have 1.6 kilograms. So therefore, to find the total price, all we need to do is to multiply these two numbers together. This turns out to be a pretty simple multiplication. And don't forget to move your decimal places. So we have 2 shifts to the right, meaning we need 2 shifts to the left. Our answer therefore would be B. Essentially for number 1, all you had to do was multiply these two numbers together. Moving on, for number 2, solve the problem below and mark the correct answer. We have 5.2 times minus 2.6. Again, this is another multiplication problem. Remember this negative sign? Since we're multiplying a negative by a positive, our answer will be negative. So if we go ahead and solve this, we end up getting, oh, looks like I made an error. Shows that you should double check your work. 6 times 5 would be 30. We carry over the 3. 2 times 5 would be 10, so it becomes 13, not 15. And then since we multiplied a negative by a positive, make sure you make your answer negative. Therefore, our answer would be A. Shows that you should double check your work when you have the chance. We can move on to number 4. Mila's house is 5.2 yards high. What is the best estimate of the height of Mila's house in meters? 1 yard is 0.9 meters. Again, we have 5.2 yards, and we want to get a certain number of meters. We also know that 1 yard is equal to 0.9 meters. Using this relationship, we can find how many 5.2 yards are by multiplying it by 0.9. Doing this, so our answer would be 4.68. And since the question asks for the best estimate, we just want to choose the answer that is closest to our answer. 4.68 is really close to 4.7, making our answer B. We can move on. Use proportions to answer the questions. What percent of 75 is 27? So when we ask what percent of a certain number is, what we're really saying is that some number out of 75 would make a percent. So in this case, that number would be 27. So really what this question is asking is that what is 27 out of 75 expressed as a percent? To solve this, we can turn this fraction into a decimal form. Remember, it's top divided by the bottom. So it would be 27 divided by 75. And when we're dividing by a bigger number on the left, what we can do is add a decimal point and then add another 0 there, and then try to solve it. Let's see, 4 would be too big, so we want a 3, 15, 22, and then we can add one more 0, and then this turns out nicely. Our answer ends up being 0.36. If we were to turn 0.36 into a percentage, all we need to do is multiply that by 100, or move the decimal place over 2 steps to the right. That ends up being 36%. So our answer would be 36%. So essentially, when it asks what percent of whatever number is that, all it's asking is that you take the first number and make a fraction using these two numbers, and then you just turn it into a decimal, and then you turn the decimal into a percentage by multiplying by 100. We can finish off with a word problem. In a school transportation survey of 225 students, 18 of the students surveyed said that they walked to school. What percentage of the students surveyed walked to school? Again, we have another kind of proportion problem that we saw up in number 1. Out of 225 students, we know that 18 of them said they walked to school. Now we have a fraction. Out of 225 students, 18 of them said that they walked to school. That's essentially what this fraction represents. So what we can do is see what decimal this fraction is. So remember, it's the bottom number on the outside, top divided by bottom, or 18 divided by 225. We add decimal, see it as 0. Still too small, so we add another decimal. Another 0. And again, this one turns out nicely. 40, 20, 18. So the answer of 18 out of 25 means it's equivalent to 0.08. To turn this decimal into a percentage, again, we multiply by 100, or move the decimal places 2 places to the right. We get 8, and you just slap a percentage sign onto it, meaning that our answer is 8% of students surveyed that they walked to school. That'll be it for this video. I hope that was helpful, and thank you.